Lead on the Carolina Panthers. It was all New England as far as possession and moving the football was earlier. However, back came the Panthers to close to 14-10, and we're back after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the Super Bowl on CBS.
Joan Girardi is an ordinary teen, except she talks to God.
Remember me?
What if God was one of us?
She never knows what God will look like or how he'll help Joan change people's lives.
I'm glad you came by.
See why Joan of Arcadia's ratings soar and why everybody is talking about the best new.
The best team for the NFC. I think in the first half, the New England Patriots controlled themselves better than the Carolina Panthers did. They didn't blow assignments. They didn't have as many penalties, so that's a plus for them. So in the second half, can Carolina settle down, just play, not try to do something extraordinary, and give themselves a chance to win?
All right, speaking of adjustments for the second half, let's check in on the field first with Bonnie Bernstein. Bonnie.
Well, Greg, John Fox could not emphasize enough how pleased he was with the defense and the special teams' ability to keep the Carolina Panthers in the game. Phil, you're exactly right. Fox said that Delhomme had the jitters. He think he finally started to settle down when they went in. That's a concern. What Fox told me was they tried to test the perimeter early. They're going to try to hit a couple other spots in the second half to free up some room for Davis and Foster. Armin?
Thanks, Bonnie. In the locker room at halftime, offensive coordinator Charlie Weiss emphasized the importance of pass blocking, allowing Tom Brady, what he said, time to make a game-changing play downfield. Then Bill Belichick spoke. He said, listen, just for a couple of plays, situational plays, we played very well. The importance here now is to take it one play at a time. Don't think about the next 30 minutes. Think about the next play. And then finally, Greg, Adam Vinatieri has changed his left foot, the shoe on his left foot. He's gone for some longer traction, or longer plant foot, excuse me. He wants better traction. We'll see what happens with that. Back to you.
All right, Armin, and 2 missed field goals by Vinatieri. Again, one other thing that was just a little bit out of character for this New England team. He pushed one to the right on a 31-yard attempt, and then he had another attempt blocked. There's Adam Vinatieri. Panthers will kick it away to start the second half. Phil still with his dancing shoes on after the halftime show.
Oh, yeah. I'm a man of many talents. Thank you, Greg. I'm glad you noticed.
Had the boogie fever.
We have a surprise guest on the field.
Well, the halftime entertainment apparently never stops.
And what do you call that dance?
Silly?
Well, it's a bad body, I'll tell you that, and there's too much of it being shown.
Well, let's check out the halftime numbers. In second quarter yardage, you see the Patriots with 145 yards compared to 96 for the Panthers, but the 96 in the second quarter was a tremendous improvement over the way they started this game.
Yes, it was. I think what Bonnie Bernstein said, talking to John Fox, that Jake Delhomme may be a little nervous to start of the game. Well, of course. It's only the Super Bowl, your first season starting, so, but I thought he handled it very well, coming back at the end of the first half, making some big completions and a perfect throw on a touchdown.
Well, John Fox rallying his troops on the sideline, looking for them, I am sure, to start off defensively as decisively as they started the game. Well, the midfield disturbance has been dispensed with.
Well, I'm going to go back to what these coaches said. The start of the game is tough because you wait so long, the commercial breaks, everything that goes with the Super Bowl that's different than a regular season game. They handled it pretty well. They got in rhythm at the end of the second quarter. Let's see how it plays out now. Now you're relaxed. You should have a better chance of performing well.
Phil, I think we've had an omen that the second half is going to be a lot of raw, naked football.
And thank God it's not used.
Bethel Johnson and Kevin Falk are deep as Casey kicks it away, and we're underway in the second half. From the 8 is Johnson. 25 and hit hard, head on by Kemp Rasmussen, number 97, after a 19-yard return. In the first half, New England on offense. Brady, 13 of 21. 2 5-yard touchdown passes. Antoine Smith racked up 43 yards on the ground. And Deion Branch had 88 through the air. including the TD.
Those are some good performances by 3 guys in this New England offense.
The last 2 drives for New England have produced touchdowns, and Antoine Smith will try it off the right side.
Now, I want to go back to watch. I didn't really answer your question at halftime, Greg. I was listening to you, but I just chose to say something else. But when you were talking about, you say, well, New England's not dictating the way they usually do. Maybe not. Remember, quality football team they're going against. You're used to seeing New England, the screens, all the little cute plays. Well, that's not there. But they're showing you that they're versatile, that why they're in the Super Bowl, they have more ways than one to win football games. And today, it's running it and throwing it down the field with play-action passes.
On the ground again, Smith tries the left side. And he's stacked up just short of the 30-yard line. Dan Morgan and Will Witherspoon on the tackle, and it'll be a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, you know what happens, too? You go in at halftime, and, you know, all the coaches of the Carolina Panthers are going, hey, come on. Well, we took for granted that we were going to stop the running game. We let them get away with it. So that'll settle the front down by the Carolina Panthers. Make them get into the ground a little more, hold their turf. And when you do that, that usually says the quarterback has a little more time to throw the football.
Brady will operate out of the shotgun. He needs the 36-yard line for a 1st down. Stepping up on the run, flips it to Falk. Falk spun around at the 35-yard line and will be just short of a 1st down.
We've seen it so many times today. Tom Brady not even close to being a fast quarterback, but what he does, moving around in the pocket, nice presence, very calm, finds Kevin Falk right in front of him and almost gets a big 1st down. Well, not a big one, but the first one.
They needed 6. They got 5. Walter has not had a magnificent night kicking the football.
But they're giving too much respect. They're way too deep on the returns. And again, they can't even get up to make a fair catch.
Bouncing back toward the New England Patriots, and it's finally down at the 47-yard line. Only a 23-yard punt, and you know what? You can't blame all of that yardage on Ken Walters. Someone has to kill the football.
We see Fiona exploring a new world, filled with learning, filled with wonder. We see standing ovations and records beat. We see her graduating at the head of her class. We see kids full of potential. We are inspired to create software that helps them reach it.
Mario.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Sierra Mist. Tastes one shockingly refreshing lemon lime.
Good dog.
So, we're all set for New York?
Yep, flight, hotel. Hey, we can get tickets to something.
Do they have Magique?
Yeah, I don't. We could get tickets to a game.
Sure.
Activities, another way Expedia helps you create the trip that's right for you.
Expedia.com.
Focus, David, focus.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Okay, woodchuck.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Saturday on CBS, the competition's heating up as past winners face off against new challengers. Arsenio Hall hosts a new Star Search live Saturday at 8, 7 Central on CBS, America's most watched network. Well, special teams has been a disaster for the New England Patriots today. You look at special teams coach Brad Seeley. Adam Vinatieri has missed a field goal. He's had one blocked. And Ken Walter, the last 2 punts have gone 22 and 23 yards respectively.
Well, Bill Belichick told us he was very, very concerned about the punts, that how much yardage they were going to be giving up to Carolina.
Stephen Davis trying the left side and isn't going to get anything done there. Forward progress is going to be marked close to the 44 in the first half offensively. Jake Delhomme was just 5 out of 15, 91 yards and a big touchdown pass. Davis chalked up 40 yards on 10 carries, and Steve Smith had 2 catches for 40 yards, and one of them was a 39-yard TD.
You know what? If you'd have told Jake Delhomme you're going to be 5 of 15, 91 yards and 1 touchdown, no interceptions, would you take it? And he says, absolutely. So even though it wasn't the prettiest first half you want to see, it was still effective, and he survived some very, very rough moments.
Delhomme started the game 1 of 9. He's been 4 of 6 since, and this is Davis again, and Davis bouncing off tacklers midfield. Penalty marker flies behind him as he moves to the 41-yard line. And this is going to come back.
Offense number 78. 10-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Geno James, the 4th-year guard out of Auburn.
Well, I wanted to say in this second half, Carolina is going to have to show some patience and continue to try to run the football, because that'll at least keep the defense honest. Maybe it'll give Jake Delhomme a little more time to throw the football. And Greg, as we got ready for this game, Stephen Davis, we know Deshaun Foster, if they just keep running, you don't even have to block sometimes really well for them. They're good enough to break tackles, make people miss, and get big yardage.
You saw Brad Hoover being worked on the sideline. Chris Mangum replaces him in the backfield. We get a penalty marker. That looks like offside for New England as that play goes nowhere. And looks like they're going to get some yardage back now.
Of course, I'm sitting up here watching. I want to see every single time that they leave Steve Smith.
Offside. Defense number 50. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Mike Vrabel a little too antsy on that snap.
I want to see every single time, though, if they let Steve Smith be single covered on the outside.
Steve Smith was interesting when we talked to him the other day. He said,
yeah.
I'm not cocky. I'm not arrogant, but I am very confident.
That's right.
On 2nd and 13. Pass outside, and that is complete. Bouncing off the tackler is Jermaine Wiggins, and Wiggins looking for first down yardage and got it.
How about that? The ex-Patriot Jermaine Wiggins, just showing that he is so big. The play-action pass that fools the defense just a little, lets him get open. Tyrone Poole can't make the tackle. And then Eugene Wilson says, oh, this big guy can't run around me. He jumps over him.
Jermaine Wiggins, a member of the Patriots Super Bowl team 2 years ago. 46-yard line of the Patriots. First down. Delhomme throwing, and that's complete to 40. And again, it's Wiggins. And this time, Wiggins is brought to the ground by Rodney Harrison.
The one thing I like about Jake Delhomme, when I came into this game, I watched him, and everybody would ask me, well, what is it about him that gives him a chance to be so good? And we talked about this in the pregame. He throws the ball well, off balance, people all around him, falling backwards on his right foot, and still puts the perfect throw to Jermaine Wiggins.
As we watched game film, you described him, he flicks it.
He does. He's got tremendous. You know, I watched him too when he came into our meeting the other day. And of course, it's easy to flick the football when you got hands like, you know, about a foot long. So he's got those big long fingers, helps him throw the football.
Play clock down to 2 to 1. And he gets it off. Straight drop. Has time. Throws. And that's complete. Lost the football. Picked off by the Patriots. It's going to be ruled incomplete pass.
Wow, big break, really, for the Carolina Panthers, because that could have turned into a touchdown. Muhsin Muhammad catches it. Nice throw by Jake Delhomme. Sidearm across the field, right on target. Does he catch the football? possession of it before he's hit. Everybody's crying in the stands. It's not going to be overruled no matter what you do. The Patriots can't get it because it was blown dead, incomplete. And if Carolina says they want to challenge the completion, the officials, even if it was, would say no. You're taking advantage of the rules. We won't give it to you.
3rd and 4. DeLome pumping once, twice, throwing, and that's incomplete, coming up short of his receiver, Ricky Prohl.
Boy, Jake DeLome is upset. I got to tell you what we saw on film, Greg, is so true. That play, he can snap it. Off balance, 1 foot, goes sidearm, and throws a strike out there. But Ricky Prohl just doesn't recognize what he's trying to do too quick, or quick enough.
Sauerbrunn now will try to pin the Patriots deep in their own territory. Troy Brown stands inside his 10. Pops it up high. Fair catch is made at the 9-yard line. Jake Delhomme, just when he's about to try to find a little rhythm, can't quite get there. We'll be back.
I love your apartment, Brian. And Frank is so well behaved.
Yeah, we're best buddies. I'm gonna grab some Bud Lights.
Okay. You're so cute.
I think you're cute, too.
Talk?
Baby, I do a little bit more than just talk. But let's cut the chit-chat, head upstairs, or we can, you know... Whoa, here he comes. Act natural.
Fresh, smooth, real. Bud Light.
I'll be right back.
So how do you feel about back hair?
It's all here.
Hey, Randy, I need an ink cartridge.
We all have needs, Julie.
It's got sprinkles. Thanks.
Legal pads.
Banana nut.
I've got those muffins I owe you. Have a paperclip.
Randy, can I have some file folders?
Half a Danish, half a folder.
Say, Randy, I went to Staples.
Staples, Randy.
It was easy, Randy.
Very easy.
People might like to know that.
What do you want from me? Cream puff. You monster.
Store, catalog, online, Staples.
That was easy.
Super Bowl 38 on CBS Sports is sponsored by Cialis. Ask your doctor if a free sample of Cialis is right for you. Expedia.com. Don't just travel, travel right. And by Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
We remind you, get the official Super Bowl champions locker room gear, including the same cap and tee worn by the players during the post-game celebration. Click on shop at cbssportsline.com.
Well, Greg, we get a chance. We're going to go back and look at that incompletion to Muhammad because both coaches are complaining, and Bill Belichick had Ed Hockley all the way over to the sideline. It comes across. You watch it, and I'll talk about it here in a second.
The Patriots start inside their own 10-yard line, and Brady will throw. Incomplete at the 25-yard line, intended for Deion Branch. Let's go to that play.
Well, Bill Belichick wants it to be a completion, then a fumble, which they recover. But the officials rule it incomplete on the field. So if it's incomplete, there can be no fumble, and that can't be reviewed. So he told him that. And as I was explaining, John Fox goes, well, maybe it was a completion and they made a mistake, so let's review it. He can't either because the officials in the league will not let you take advantage of a loophole in the rule book.
Brady on 2nd and 10 has time. Quick pass over the middle out to the 14-yard line to Troy Brown.
Well, we just missed a play before. Reggie Howard had the coverage on the first play. Joe Andruzzi looks a little shook up. If he would have turned and looked for the football, he could have intercepted it.
3rd and 5. Andruzzi looking like he's trying to shake the cobwebs loose. Brady throws outside. That is complete. And Kevin Falk, has enough for the first down out to the 22-yard line.
Well, the Patriots just mixing it up. Tom Brady looking to the right and makes a good, quick decision. Nothing open deep. Throw it short. Julius Peppers, number 90. This guy is a star waiting to happen. 6'6", 280, can run around people. Tremendous athlete. Just needs a little more time to really show that ability on the field.
Yeah, just still learning the game. First down at the 22-yard line. Smith pulls his way across the 25 to the 20, just about the 26-yard line. Dan Morgan in on the tackle. Dan Morgan, such a key ingredient to this football team. Missed 5 games and parts of 3 others because of concussions earlier in the year. And when he wasn't in the game, the rushing yards against the Carolina Panthers were up significantly.
Yeah, over 60 yards a game. It's the old domino effect, Greg. He goes out, then they got to move somebody else that's starting into his position, bring in a new player, and all of a sudden you got a couple extra guys in there who are not used to working together, and you give up big plays.
2nd and 6. Smith again. Dances his way across the line of scrimmage and out to about the 29. And it'll be a 3rd and 3.
You know, I said it earlier. You look at teams, and teams that have success and go to the Super Bowl and win it. There's never one way that you do it every single game to win. There have been a few exceptions, of course, defensively, the Baltimore Ravens, but the Patriots defense, short passing game. Today it's been more down the field and good, solid running.
They're going to try to get it on the ground and straight ahead and out across the 30 to about the 32 is Kevin Falk, and this will be very close.
Boy, that's patience. That you use a lot more patience than you usually see from the New England Patriots.
Hey, K-ball.
But I can tell you why they do that. And
this is short, by the way, 4th down.
4th down, I'm sorry, Greg. They do it because inside Chris Jenkins and those defensive tackles on 3rd down, they want to rush the passer. So they're going up the field. They're trying to run between them as they go up the field. Chris Jenkins and company did a good job looking for it that time. It's kind of like what I do to you, Greg. I'll let you think every once in a while I'm not going to talk, but you know there's no chance.
Chris Jenkins looks on. Just a few inches short of a 1st down, but Bill Belichick has sent his punting unit onto the field. Ken Walter has kicked 4 times and is not averaging 31 yards, and Steve Smith is way back at his own 25-yard line.
How much does he have to see before he scoots up about 10 yards? If you catch one of them, you can return it. Oh, he got one.
Got a decent one. Drives him back inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. And he gets a penalty marker thrown as he returns to the 20. So all Ken Walter did that time was launch a 52-yard punt.
Yeah, he heard you talking bad about him. So he said, I'll show that Greg Gumman.
Here's Ed Hockley with the call.
Terrible block by the Panthers. Not even a chance. I didn't see what number, but he blocking the back.
You're saying it was blatant.
That's a good word.
During the return, illegal block in the back by the receiving team, number 52. It's a 10-yard penalty. Carolina keeps the ball, 1st down.
It's the 2nd penalty of the night against Brian Allen, a reserve linebacker, number 52. Brian Allen will be the result or the cause of the ball being pushed back to the 10-yard line.
If a relaxing moment turns into the right moment, will you be ready? Introducing
Cialis, the first tablet for erectile dysfunction that gives you up to 36 hours to choose the moment that's right for you and your partner. New Cialis goes to work fast and can work for up to 36 hours. Cialis is not for everyone. If you take nitrates for chest pain or certain alpha blockers for prostate problems or high blood pressure, do not take Cialis. Such combinations could cause a sudden unsafe drop in blood pressure. Don't drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. The most common side effects were headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. Erections lasting longer than 4 hours, though rare, require immediate medical help. Discuss your health status with your doctor to ensure Cialis is right for you and you are healthy enough for sexual activity. Ask your doctor if a free sample of prescription Cialis is right for you. 36-hour Cialis. When the moment is right, will you be ready?
Rich Eisen, behind the scenes, only on the NFL Network.
Here we go. The Late Show with David Letterman.
Oh, man.
Risking it all to entertain America. All new Monday.
5:53 to play in the third quarter, and for the fourth time tonight, the Panthers start inside their own 15-yard line. Just a few moments ago, the Patriots were starting to drive at their own 10. Now that's where the Panthers start at their own 10-yard line. Back to Old Faithful on the ground, and this time Stephen Davis is tripped up at the 10, falls forward to the 11, and coming up tonight after the Super Bowl. They know how to outwit, outplay, and outlast. Your favorite survivors compete in the ultimate showdown. Survivor All-Stars premieres tonight right here on CBS, America's most watched network.
So really, which one of them are those survivors that you don't like?
Oh, they're a bunch of annoying guys, and they're guys and gals.
I know once one of those guys takes his clothes off and goes, hey, I'm out of here. Vote me off. I'm not looking at that nasty body any longer.
2nd and 9. Davis again picks his way across the 15 out to the 17-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and about 3.
It's tough. You're in the Super Bowl. You're down 14-10. It's getting late in the third quarter to remain true to what you do. And that's run the football. You got to be patient. You got to know that you're going to have a lot of plays that are ugly, that don't work well. But if you stay with it, sooner or later we'll create a scenario for you where maybe you can take advantage of it.
Davis and Hoover in the backfield. 3rd and 3. Delhomme pulls it down a couple of times, and now he's on the move. Tripped up, lost the football. He is ruled down back at the 14-yard line. Rodney Harrison tripped him up just as Delhomme got up ahead of speed.
Well, the old saying, the ground cannot cause a fumble. Yes, it can, but it cannot cause a fumble when there is contact that puts you to the ground. So Delhomme, tremendous protection, nobody open, and Rodney Harrison saves the first down.
That is the 4th New England sack of the game. Sauerbrunn to kick it away. Troy Brown deep. He got off a good one. Brown from the 38. We have a marker down on the near side of the field, backup field. 49-yard punt, a 7-yard return, and now Ed Hockley will consult.
I've heard you say a lot of things, but consult?
Consult.
Well, you know, your brother was bragging on you how you were so great with the English language. Oh, like I didn't know that. Like I don't hear that enough from you.
During the kick, holding by the receiving team number 58. That's a 10-yard penalty, and it's enforced from the end of the kick. 10 yards. New England keeps the ball. First down.
So this will back the Patriots up into less favorable field position. 3:57 to play in the third. We're back to Houston after this.
A 3,000-mile race across the Arabian desert.
You are gambling with your very life.
Who's to race?
Viggo Mortensen. Hidalgo, based on a true story. Rated PG-13. See this trailer again at Yahoo Movies.
You know the feeling. Every guy's had it. You're unbeatable. Unstoppable. You got that walking on water feeling. You look, they smile. You win, they go home.
The feeling that you get when you're at your very best.
Yeah. And once you had the feeling, you want it back. There's nothing like it. It's the best. It's the feeling you get every day with the world's best shave. Mach 3 Turbo. It's like having an angel by your side. Every move is smooth. Every word is cool. Yeah. I never want to lose that feeling. It's the best, man.
Super Bowl 38 on CBS Sports is sponsored by Monster. Will today be the day they say you're hired? Monster, today's the day. And by Gillette Mach 3 Turbo for the closest shave with less irritation, even against the grain.
On February the 8th, Ty Law, Willie McGinnis, Stephen Davis, and Chris Jenkins will join Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Steve McNair, and many more in Honolulu for the 2004 Pro Bowl. Check your local listings, and for more, go to SuperBowl.com or Super Bowl on AOL.
Fanning them down because it is warm in here. They closed the roof here at the stadium today because there was a pretty good chance thunderstorms as the evening wore on, and some chance of severe thunderstorms. So
the retractable roof has been retracted for the night. Brady with 5 wide receivers on first down from his own 29. With time, over the middle, has Deion Branch to the 45 and a first down.
Now you talk about how things have changed. The New England Patriots, usually when they go 5 wide receivers, it's gone already. He's thrown it, but look down the middle, look at the space. Perfect throw by Tom Brady. And the Carolina Panthers, usually when you go 5 wide receivers, they blitz you to make sure they can hit your quarterback. They didn't send one extra guy that time.
And we get a Chris Jenkins or 2.
Defense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, it's still first down.
Well, Chris Jenkins has spent almost as much time on the other side of the line before the snap as he has after the snap.
Well, I will say this too. They're playing a lot of plays. Chris Jenkins, Princeton Buckner, Mike Rucker, they've kept them in there almost the whole game.
Brady, deep drop this time. Going to go deep down the near sideline. Looking for Bethel Johnson. It is incomplete. Broken up by Mike Minter, who came over from his safety position.
Well, Mike Minter, I think, I'm pretty sure in the first half, he got out of position and gave up one big play. He's going to stay deep now and make sure no receiver gets behind him when it's his obligation. Tom Brady, when you want to go deep, you have to hold the football a little longer, and when you do, well, you might get hit by a Carolina Panther. Mike Rucker on the hit.
2nd and 5. This time Givens goes in motion, and the give on the ground game is Antoine Smith. And he pulls his way to about the 46-yard line. That'll be about a yard short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
You know, Greg, you talked about, too, the game, the Patriots not controlling just the rhythm and the flow of the game like they usually do. Well, they're pretty close to it. And what really helps them so much, which helps all offenses, their defense goes out there, they get their work done quick, so you're always back on the field pretty fast. So you remember what you just did about 5 minutes ago.
Short yardage package. Vrabel and Seymour into the backfield on 3rd and 1. Smith, right side. Looking for running room, has the first down and then some. Inside the 45 to the 40-yard line of the Carolina Panthers. It's a first down as we come up on 2 minutes to play in the third quarter.
That's just mushing the football forward. The offensive line makes contact, and they do not let a defender get away. Look at the blocking up front. Daniel Graham, 82, to the right. Watch his block, 82. Just takes his man, stays with it, gets him to the ground, and a good run by Antoine Smith.
15 first downs on the night for New England from the 40.
Shotgun mixing it up.
Brady throws near side, complete, inside the 35 and out of bounds is Deion Branch. Now, Tom Brady has a bunch of capable receivers, but when we asked him, well, when you really, who do you feel most comfortable going to in your time of need, he said Deion Branch.
Yeah, you think it would be Troy Brown, but not anymore. Deion Branch, even though he's not tall, is fast and he's really strong. So when somebody tries to be real physical with him, they're not going to win that battle. He'll get away from it.
2nd and 2. Back to the ground game. Penalty marker flies inside the 30 as Kevin Falk moves for first down yardage, but let's check the flag.
Holding offense number 63. 10-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
That's Andruzzi.
You know, I was just getting ready to say some nice things about Joe Andruzzi.
You can.
Well, that's right. So, he's going against a lot of old pros over there, so you're allowed to try to cheat, but he didn't get away with it. Joe Andruzzi, Dan Morgan, right in the middle of your screen. Boy, he's, you know, the offensive linemen hate to get called for holding penalties like that, but this New England's offensive line, they are a group. They're just tough guys. I'm not going to say they got a great deal of talent, but they are willing to slug it out and fight you when they have to.
2nd and 12. Brady throwing up the middle, and he's got his man inside the 20. Inside the 10-yard line is Daniel Graham. Loose football, but the ball has been blown dead back at the 9-yard line.
Daniel Graham gets down the middle of the field. Again, the play action fake. Watch the linebackers. Nobody gets deep, and when they do decide to turn and run, it's too late. Look at the separation down the field that Daniel Graham has. Gosh, the old cliche, run it, then you can throw the play actions. It's really proved proper today.
Brady gives to Smith, and Smith inside the 5 to the 4. And with that, time will run out here in the third quarter. We've played 3 in Super Bowl 38. New England with a 14-10 lead on Carolina. We're coming back to Reliance Stadium after this message and a word from your local station. This is the Super Bowl on CBS.
What will the law look like in the year 2030? What is this? You're about to find out. Century City coming this March to CBS.
There it is, a win for the ages.
A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS Sports.
See, aren't you glad I drove my new Pacifica? It can fit 6, you know? The all-wheel drive's awesome in the snow, and it's got a 5-star crash test rating.
Unlike some people we know.
It's very funny.
Yeah, too bad he doesn't have the capability of the Pacifica.
Go well beyond the SUV in a Chrysler Pacifica. Now with 0% financing plus a $2,000 cash allowance. Or right now, well-qualified lessees can get into one for just $339 a month with 0 down and just $339 due at signing. See your Chrysler dealer today.
CPI and its family of customers
would like to salute our local heroes.
Here's to the men and women who unselfishly work to keep our communities safe from harm. Thank you. To those who teach our children to reach for the stars and be the best they can be. Thank you. To those who fight the elements without fear. Thank you. and to all of those who make our community a better place to live. From CPI Security Systems.
Come on, baby, first down.
Earnhardt.
Yeah, coach.
You're in.
Who got eight?
Walkie-talkies get it done. Nextel.
Panthers players talk about Super Bowl 38 tonight at 11.
Next Sunday, America's #1 news magazine returns. Don't miss an all-new edition of 60 Minutes next Sunday right here on CBS, America's most watched network. John Fox wants to see a little heart out of his defense right here at the 5-yard line.
His defense is tired. 56 plays by New England's offense to 37 for Carolina. On that last drive, Chris Jenkins, after one play, just walked to the sideline because he's exhausted.
Tom Brady has 2 5-yard touchdown passes under his belt tonight. Is there a third one in the cards here? 2nd and goal. He'll throw it, pull it down. Corner, got his man, touchdown. Will he stay in bounds? No, it's ruled out. Christian Fourier says he was in. The officials say otherwise. Meanwhile, there's a penalty marker at the goal line.
Boy, what a job by Tom Brady. The play just disintegrates. There's nothing open. Christian Fourier keeps going across the field. Goes through the coverage and gets open. And it looks like before any body part hits the ground, he hits out of bounds.
Before the pass was thrown, holding defense number 53. Half the distance to the goal. New England's ball, automatic first down.
Look inside, number 53 on the hold. That's Greg Favors. He turns the receiver. And when you grab them and turn them, they're going to call that holding. Tom Brady wants a replay.
Ed Hockley pointing out as they move the football to the 2-yard line. Let's take another look.
Well, Tom Brady wants a replay. Look at this, all the way behind the coverage. Just keep running. You never know when the football's coming to you.
Carolina's had 9 penalties for 53 yards. From the 2, right side, touchdown Antoine Smith. In his 7th season out of the University of Houston, that's a popular touchdown in this stadium.
And it's really, Greg, right now, it's appropriate when you talk about this game. The biggest difference has been New England's offensive line. I didn't expect it. I don't think anybody did. Nobody did. That they would come out and be the more physical unit.
Vinatieri's kick is up and good. We're just underway here in the 4th quarter. But the Patriots on the ground put another touchdown on the board. Bill Belichick says, yeah, 21-10 New England.
I'll call you when I get to LA.
I think you forgot something.
This isn't mine.
See why CBS Thursday is the best night of television. A chilling murder. Bangs. Leads to a bloodthirsty killer.
Evidence of vampires. For you.
A new CSI. Then a bounty hunter goes missing. Now this agent not only has to find her, but prove her innocence.
Do you think your daughter is involved in any criminal activity?
Without a trace after CSI Thursday.
Hey, look at Super Monday here on CBS. New episodes of Yes Dear and Still Standing, followed by the Emmy Award-winning Everybody Loves Raymond and the new hit 2.5 Men. Then it's Monday's #1 drama, CSI Miami, plus The Late Show with David Letterman. Mondays, all new on America's most watched network.
Well, the season's almost over for us. I am going to be one terrific couch potato coming up.
Patriots, red zone problems of late. Not tonight. 3 touchdowns on their last 3 visits to the red zone. 2 yards into the end zone. This is Rod Smart. 15, tripped up. And falls forward to the 18-yard line. 21-yard return. Let's go back to the touchdown.
The power running is going off the right side. Again, Julius Peppers pushed outside, and nobody can fill the gap to stop Antoine Smith from getting in for the touchdown. Richard Seymour on the lead block. Yeah, big fella. Oh, and Tom Brady, he loves to get in there and celebrate with his teammates.
So now let's see what the Carolina Panthers have. Deshaun Foster in the backfield. Delone over the middle, hits his man out to the 30-yard line. To the 32 is Muhsin Muhammad. 13 yards and a first down.
I'll just say this one more, Greg. New England has run for 89 yards today, Carolina for 52, but it seems like a lot more when you think of New England's what they've done with the football.
Whistle blows, this play won't count. Phil, you and I have seen the New England Patriots in person on a number of occasions, and we've never seen them this dedicated to the run.
Before the ball was snapped, ball start, offense, number 65, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's Kevin Donnelly.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Usually they run the football just to let Tom Brady rest up and let the receivers get their legs back under them before they go back to some of their short passing game. But again, the sign of a good team and good coaches, find a way to win the game that you're going to play that week. There's no really true system that they run on offense. They make it up almost week to week. They reinvent themselves, and it's one of the big reasons why they're in the Super Bowl and leading this game.
With 10 penalties, Panthers are not helping themselves. Delone, scramble, on the move, looking for some place to throw it, and lobs it, and it's pulled in. Close to the 45-yard line. What a catch by Steve Smith.
Unbelievable. And the Patriots, we said it already, they worry about this. That Jake Delhomme will just throw it because he knows Steve Smith and Muhsin Muhammad will just go up and take it away from the defender.
Delhomme looking downfield and throws and overthrows everybody. Brad Hoover was deep down the field and got turned around, couldn't recover his feet. Jake Delhomme wants a flag, but there is none.
I don't know why he never threw it to Stephen Davis. He looked at him wide open. He's going to catch it, and you know, Stephen Davis, big, fast, in the open field. Let's see you tackle him.
Stephen Davis was telling us about his track exploits back in South Carolina.
Makes you understand why he's so successful in the National Football League. As big and strong as he is, ran a 10.4 100 meters in high school.
Delhomme throwing, and that's pulled in inside the 35-yard line by Smith. What a show Steve Smith has put on. That's 22 yards and a first down.
No wonder Jake Delhomme throws them, because he knows he can trust his guys. The worst that's going to happen is they'll knock it down. And Steve Smith Got a little hurry-up offense going here, making some tough catches.
Delhomme tipped at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. Steve Smith has 4 catches tonight for 80 yards and a touchdown.
Well, Greg, you talked about it. We talked to him. He says, I'm not arrogant, I'm just confident. I said, what would you think about 8 or 9 catches in the Super Bowl? He goes, how about 10 to 15? And I'm like, okay, whatever you think. So very confident and showing well tonight.
On 2nd and 10, Deshaun Foster. Foster breaks through. 30, still on his feet. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. That touchdown is so reminiscent of a touchdown he scored in the AFC Championship game against the Eagles, where he looked like he had nowhere to go.
Well, we talked about these 2 runners, Stephen Davis and Deshaun Foster. They always don't need really good blocking up front to make big plays. And John Fox is saying go for 2. And there's 12 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the game, and I would not do it. I would kick the extra point, make it a 4-point game. If New England kicks a field goal and you don't make this, now you're going to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion.
You call it chasing the points when you don't have to.
Wait till you have to. Don't chase them.
Foster in the backfield. Delhomme. With time, throwing, missed his man in the end zone. Muhsin Muhammad, the intended receiver. They don't convert the 2-pointer. 12:39 to play. Patriots 21, Panthers 16.
Must be tough being a big-time basketball player.
Must be tough.
Must be tough being a mega hit singer.
Must be tough.
Designated driver.
Must be tough.
Like most families, we wanted an SUV, but ours had to be especially rugged because my husband was brought up by wolves. But he's really not that different than any other guy. You know, he loves to be outdoors, so we bought a Honda Pilot.
Hey, Dad.
And that's been a lifesaver, really.
The Pilot, built by Honda.
Diapers, milk, and laundry detergent. $25.
Oh, yeah, and that stuff he just said.
Routine oil change, $20. Haircut, $75.
75 bucks?
Getting your errands done quicker to spend more time with your family? Priceless. That's getting your errands done quicker to...
Yeah, I heard you the first time. Stupid voiceover.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
Oh.
When there's a full moon over Miami, the strangest things happen.
He called 911.
In other words, our victim called in his own murder.
And for CSI, it's going to be a night they'll never forget.
It's a hell of a way to go. Someone is making a statement.
CSI Miami, a new episode, CBS tomorrow.
Well, Super Bowl fans, the poll is now open. You can vote for the MVP of the game. Just go online at superbowl.com, or wireless subscribers can send a text message with the name of your vote to short code 6161.
Well, what started out as an unbelievable defensive game has loosened up a lot more than I probably ever expected it to.
Fatigue, a little bit of part of that?
Well, yeah, that, and just settling into the game, and there's a lot of talent on both sides, so it's hard for one side just to completely dominate all the time.
Casey's kick. It's going to be short. From the 14-yard line, Bethel Johnson. To the 25, out to the 27-yard line. 12 minutes, 32 seconds to play. Deshaun Foster's touchdown has changed this game around. It's 21-16 Patriots.
No, you're letting your brother get in this car and you don't even know how this thing works.
Relax, Pop. This will be fine.
All my brother Paulie knew about the AOL top-speed technology was that it made things go fast.
All right, Mikey, punch it! First down.
Earnhardt.
Yeah, Coach.
You're in.
He got 8!
Walkie-talkies get it done. Nextel.
Tammy's here.
Not too late.
I know. Hey.
Find everything you need?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Super Bowl 38 on CBS Sports is sponsored by Hidalgo, starring Lord of the Rings Viggo Mortensen, in theaters March 5th. Nextel coast-to-coast walkie-talkie. Nextel, done. And by IBM, official information technology partner of the NFL.
Coming up on the Cadillac Super Bowl Today post-game show, Jim, Dan, Deanna, and Boomer have the presentations of the Vince Lombardi Trophy and the Pete Rozelle MVP Award, and interviews with the winners and complete analysis of the game. It's all coming up on the Cadillac Super Bowl Today post-game show.
All right, I'll be watching.
Carolina, slow starter today. They are within 5 points. Plenty of time remaining here in the fourth. Brady going to throw. In cut across the 40. Deion Branch's trusted receiver, first down.
Well, let's go back and look at Deshaun Foster's touchdown. Watch the right guard, Kevin Donnelly. He comes around and gets the block that really sends him free. And then the nice cut fakes out Eugene Wilson to get down the field for the touchdown. And the finish line, he is over. Beautiful shot. And a terrific run by Deshaun Foster.
Brady coming right back with the pass completion and out to the 41-yard line. Going to throw it again. Under pressure. Got it away, and it's dropped by Troy Brown. It'll be 2nd and 10. Dan Morgan applying the pressure. Just an interesting note. The Patriots had not allowed an offensive touchdown of 30 or more yards all season long. As you see the hit on Brady.
Yeah, Dan
They've allowed
Morgan.
2 today.
2 today, but comes free on the blitz. And if the Carolina Panthers get in a really nervous situation, they're going to blitz the quarterback. That's what they believe in, and it's what they do very well. And here they come.
Quick pass to this side. Brown holds on to this one across midfield and into Carolina territory, and up for a first down to the 48-yard line of the Panthers. Julius Peppers all the way over to make the tackle.
You know what happens, though, when you do blitz, if you're covering a receiver outside, you have a tendency to back off. You see the defenders coming to the left, and you look to the right, and look at the space Ricky Manning Jr. gives Troy Brown. It's so much space, it makes it an easy throw for Tom Brady.
On first down, Smith. Lots of running room on the right side and fights his way inside the 41, close to the 40-yard line before Mike Minter makes the stop.
A game plan being carried out. When you want to run it with power, they're running it over the right side of their offensive line, and they are picking on Julius Peppers.
And let's make the point once again. This is a huge front line defensively for the Carolina Panthers. Mike Minter was handing out kudos to the New England offensive line. He said, I've never seen guys so tough on offense.
You know, we never hear that from a defensive player either. So it was quite a tribute to him. Changing the play, they are blitzing. 2nd and 4. Pitch to Antoine Smith, looking for running room, and doesn't get much of it, just inside the 40-yard line. You know, it's Greg, so much was said about Carolina's defense. And I think as many games as we've done this year, I have never read where the press or the opposing team gives any credit to New England's offensive line. And we talked to Joe Andruzzi, and I said, well, what do you think about this defensive line? He goes, hey, no disrespect to them, but we face guys like this every week. It's always another terrific defensive tackle, another pass rusher. So they just take it in stride and do their job.
3rd and 2. Brady going to throw for it outside. That's complete. And that's a first down. Daniel Graham with the catch. Off of a practice session that we watched the other day, you thought it was entirely possible Daniel Graham would have himself a decent night tonight.
Yeah, it really could be a lot better. The play action fake, you know, it's all working. The rhythm is very good by this New England offense. And Daniel Graham, Greg, has been open about 3 or 4 times where nobody has covered him, but Tom Brady found somebody else to throw it to down the field and didn't get a chance to look short for Daniel Graham running.
Graham 3 catches for 42 yards on the night. From the 33-yard line, first down. This is coming. Falk, 20, 15, all the way to the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for New England.
Boy, the New England offensive line is showing some emotion and showing some power. Again, to the right side, they turn Julius Peppers out. Creates the big hole. The right tackle, Tom Ashworth, very excited because he knows they're just coming right behind him, and he is doing the job.
Phil, I'll go back to something you've preached to me ever since we've been working together. When you run the football, you are absolutely dictating to the opposition.
Hey, it's the meanest thing you can do to a defense.
Antoine Smith for little or no gain. It'll be 2nd and goal. Clock continues to move as we come up on 8:20 to play in the 4th.
Greg, you talked about it. John Fox says you want to just call out the manhood of a football team, then run the football on them. That's what it is. And right now, Jake Delhomme sitting on the sideline just going, hold them to a field goal. That's all you can hope for. Receivers are going to run a pick play.
Brady steps up, throws, end zone, incomplete. Diving, David Gibbons couldn't catch up with it. Terry Cousin was on it. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Anytime you're watching a football game and you see 3 receivers all get close together, what they're just trying to do is make it hard for defenders to get close to them and cover them. And Tom Brady, you had him, not by a lot, but for an NFL quarterback, that's wide open. You expect to make that throw.
3rd and goal. Brady under pressure, throwing, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Reggie Howard back out to the 10-yard line.
If he didn't hesitate, there was a chance that could have been a terrific return. But pressure on Tom Brady. Initially, the coverage is good, and then Al Wallace gets to him, causes the bad decision.
Reggie Howard with the pick. The Panther defense stands up and stops New England.
At Shardzo Glass Freeze Pops, we want you to know where we stand on important glass freeze pop issues. We now agree there's no such thing as a safe glass freeze pop. The only proven way to reduce health risks from our glass pops is to not eat them. To learn more, visit our website. And remember, Shards of Glass Freeze Pops are for adults only.
I'm driving up to the game tonight to give away a free can of refreshing 7-Up and $1 million for anyone who can slam dunk on our 7-Up hoop.
To the men who don't run with the pack and who always know just what to say.
Whoa.
football. CBS salutes you, 2.5 men.
What am I going to do all day?
It's really nice outside. Why don't you wash my car?
People's Choice winner and TV's most watched new show tomorrow after Raven.
Welcome back to Houston, everyone. 7 minutes, 38 seconds to play in the fourth. There are a lot of things to look at in these final 7.5 minutes, not the least of which is a missed two-point conversion attempt. We also have an interception, a poorly thrown pass by Tom Brady.
Yeah, bad decision. That's what you call bad game management. Tom Brady's got to know they have a 5-point lead. You're down in there. It's almost a sure field goal, and if you don't make a mistake, you're up by 8. But Tom Brady under pressure, and I say this so much, when you put a quarterback under pressure, you make them make a really fast decision sometimes when they're not ready, and they'll throw either off target or throw to the wrong guy.
So Delhomme and the Panthers from their own 10. They had a 95-yard scoring drive earlier in the game. Not much pressure. He throws. Penalty marker thrown as the pass is completed out close to the 15-yard line to Ricky Prohl.
Well, I saw a Carolina receiver fall down.
And Willie McGinnis was not the least bit pleased with the conversation taking place. Check out what happened to Steve Smith.
Steve Smith, 89, going up the field. Oh.
At the very least.
How could you argue that call? Wow, that's like a knockout punch. Willie McGinnis trying to jam him, and what happens is, look at him. Willie McGinnis is 6'5". Steve Smith is about 5'9", so he goes to hit him in the shoulders, and he's just so much smaller, it makes him go up top and hit him in the face.
Can you use that as an excuse?
Wow. Well, you always plead your case.
But referee, he's short.
Yeah, that's right. He's too short.
So at the 15-yard line, first down. Delhomme under pressure. Got rid of it. Ed Hockley looking for a potential receiver. Penalty marker thrown on the near side of the field.
He threw it within a couple feet of Chris Mangum, who is right in front of him.
And Delhomme having to deal with all of this with Richard Seymour wrapped around his feet.
Boy, Richard Seymour late in the year has been a difference maker. First round pick out of Georgia. Awesome against the run when you try to run at him. And a good pass rusher too for an interior defensive lineman. They are going to call a penalty, I think.
There was no intentional grounding on the play. The ball was thrown at the feet of number 86. By rule, that's not a foul. However, there was an ineligible player downfield by the defense. Number 69, that's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
The rookie, Jordan Gross, the rookie right tackle, was deemed too far downfield and is therefore ineligible.
You look at the time left. There's 7 minutes and 12 seconds. Carolina has all 3 timeouts. The one thing they must accomplish on this drive is change field position. It's not maybe about scoring, but get it out far enough where you punt it and you can hold New England and then have a chance to tie the game up with your last drive.
Well, Ed Hockley coming to the sideline to look like confirm something for Bill Belichick. You've known Bill Belichick a long time. When's the last time you saw him emotional?
New England wishes to decline that penalty. Therefore, it's 2nd down and 10.
That's what I thought he was doing. Bill Belichick wants to give him one less chance. to pick up this first down. Greg, it's not about being emotional with Coach Belichick. It's just about thinking what's ahead. Don't celebrate or show emotion on something that's happened. Worry about what's coming up.
2nd and 10 instead of 1st and 15. Delhomme on the move, throws too high, incomplete. Pass intended for Steve Smith, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's so much. Just what you asked me about Bill Belichick. Romeo Cornell, the defensive coordinator, says everything about this game today. Neither team is big on celebrating, trash talking. There's no self-promoters trying to separate from their football teams. You don't see them getting demonstrative after plays. They don't do that because they're taught, let's go. Concentrate on what you're trying to do in the future, not what just happened.
Deshaun Foster in the backfield. 3rd and 10 for the Panthers. Play fake. Delhomme pulls it down. Looking. Gonna go deep. Has his man wide open. It's Muhammad. Muhammad to the 15. 10-5. Touchdown.
Unbelievable play by Jake Delhomme. Never panics. He's been in so many overtime games this year. So he's looking down the field. Nobody's open. Ty Law is in zone coverage. He comes up. Eugene Wilson, a rookie, gets caught looking inside. Doesn't stay deeper than the receiver down near him. And Muhammad makes the catch and then shows that he's big and strong. Goes for the touchdown.
Jake Delhomme. With Jerry Richardson looking on and applauding. Reggie Howard, remember he picked off Tom Brady in the end zone?
Yeah, what a turn of events for the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, the rookie Eugene Wilson is still on the ground at the 5-yard line.
You know, Greg, that is so hard to do for the quarterback. You're backed up. You're getting pressured all day. You're moving around. You got to know somebody's going to hit you. But he doesn't panic. And then finally, you can tell he's looking down the field. That says so much about this team. Run the football. Look for big passing plays. And Delhomme didn't panic. Didn't throw the short ball, and that's how he found Muhammad for the deep touchdown throw.
Eugene Wilson is just now getting to his feet, and I'm at a loss to figure out just how he was hurt, but he is walking off under his own power. Tom Brady looking on. The New England Patriots find themselves behind 22-21.
Well, you know, and I'm not going to make this a big deal this second, but John Fox is wishing he would have kicked the extra point. Don't, Greg, I couldn't find the words, but don't chase the points. Never until you have to. They did not have to, but they can make up for it with the 2-point conversion here.
Delhomme going to throw towards the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Pass intended for Kevin Dyson, number 85. The Patriots have now allowed 3 offensive touchdowns of 30 or more yards. The latest, Muhsin Muhammad.
Life doesn't rewind. So if your child is drinking and smoking pot, stop them while you still can.
Jessica, we need to talk.
There's help.
CBS Sports is sponsored by Cadillac, Breakthrough, and by Bud Light. Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
Next Sunday, don't miss it. Madonna, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Celine Dion, Alicia Keys, Outkast, Beyonce, a tribute to the Beatles, and much more. The Grammys, live next Sunday on CBS, America's most watched network. Casey ready to kick it away. The two sterling receivers for the Carolina Panthers. From the 3-yard line, Bethel Johnson. He can run. 25. And tripped up as he crossed the 30-yard line. Terry Cousin coming in to make the stop. The last time the New England Patriots trailed in a game was here in Houston against the Texans. Late in the game, they trailed 20-13. They forced overtime and won it then, but that was back on the 23rd of November.
Have you ever seen 2 long passes in a Super Bowl as perfect as Jake Delhomme has thrown 2 today? Long, high, perfect spirals, hit the receivers in perfect stride, and they take them for the scores.
6:47 to play in the 4th. Brady under pressure. He got rid of it. Just across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Kevin Falk made the reception, and Dan Morgan made the stop.
Chris Jenkins almost gets the sack. He's out there with the second win. He got some time off the field.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. 3 game-winning drives. You saw that for Brady as he operates out of the shotgun. On the move, throws incomplete. There's a penalty marker flying.
Wow, that was holding on the defense. No, tackling on the defense.
Before the pass was thrown, holding, defense, number 55. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Dan Morgan.
Well, we should tell John Fox, watch the replay. Watch 55. He hits the running back, Kevin Falk. Never gets entangled, so it leads to the penalty.
Carolina has not been terrific in the penalty department here today.
Well, New England doing, I think, what is a smart decision. Going in the shotgun, spreading the field, and giving themselves at least a chance with at least 2 more possessions if it doesn't work.
No blitz here. Brady with time. Throws over the middle, and that's complete. Kevin Falk out of the backfield, out to the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You got to know, too, which I know they know. All you need is a field goal. That puts you back up top, but I don't know if the Patriots are feeling really confident about that field goal situation either.
Adam Vinatieri has missed a short one. Had one block. Brady in the face of a big rush, and he throws it out of bounds. Number 21, Terry Cousin, right into the face of number 12.
Well, Greg, we talked about it so much. Coming off the slot, Tom Brady doesn't seem fast enough, but does a good job of avoiding the sack and getting rid of the football. But I look at this game, 5 minutes and a half to go. Bill Belichick said, if it gets in the 4th quarter and it's tight, we're going to put the football in Tom Brady's hands and tell him to get it done.
Tom Brady has not yet been sacked this postseason.
That's incredible.
3rd and 5. Brady, quick pass. That's complete out to midfield. Troy Brown, first down.
That was some play. Pressure by Carolina. Tom Brady, somebody in his face. Troy Brown makes a tough catch just to pick up enough yards for a first down.
That's a New England trademark. They need 5 yards, you get 6. They need 12, they get 13. First down. On the ground this time. Falk to the 47. A gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 7. Clock continues to move, coming up on 4:45 to play. Panthers 22, Patriots 21.
How do you deal with the pressure? That goes for every player, not just the quarterback, defensive backs, defensive linemen.
On the blitz, Brady on the move, throwing out here and wide open, hits his man David Gibbons, knocked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. First down, New England.
Excellent call by the Patriots. Blocking down against the blitz. It allows Tom Brady to go outside. And look how wide open David Gibbons is. Why is he? Because he's physical and just throws Ricky Manning Jr. down to the ground.
2 years ago, Adam Vinatieri won the championship for the Patriots in the Super Bowl with a field goal as time expired. He may have an opportunity here tonight. Smith changing direction and forward to about the 21.
You know, go back to that last play. Ricky Manning Jr. trying to be physical against David Gibbons. Hey, look, it's okay. You're allowed to fight back. And David Gibbons, Greg, you talked about him. The project, not really a tremendous receiver at Notre Dame. New England saw something in him. They've worked with him, and now they're getting the finished product. A guy who's catching big passes in the Super Bowl.
It would be a 39-yard field goal attempt from here. On 2nd and 9, Brady throwing. That one hit a lineman. That one hit Tom Ashworth in the back.
Illegal touching. The pressure on the quarterback.
Greg Favors and Dan Morgan applying the pressure. Ed Hockley is signaled over to John Fox.
Illegal touching of the pass by the offense. Number 68 and ineligible. The penalty is declined. Brings up 3rd down.
So it is 3rd and 9. Are you surprised they didn't back them up a little further away in that possible field goal attempt?
No, I don't think they want to give them another play, Greg, because there are opportunities. New England showing a lot of rhythm, so don't give them 2 chances. Put it down to 1.
Brady needs the 13-yard line for a first down. Rolling to the near side. Has time. Throws quickly inside the 10-yard line. David Gibbons out of bounds inside the 5. First and goal.
Here's what happens. The New England Patriots are guessing that it's going to be a pressure defense. It is. And they say, we're going to throw it to David Gibbons. And he does a good job. The out and up separates from Ricky Manning Jr. and picks up a huge first down.
You know, we've seen it on numerous occasions. Receivers and defenders losing their footing on the sides of the field. It happened to Manning there.
All over the field, Greg. I meant to say it earlier, but every time offensive players or defenders making sharp cuts, they're going to the ground.
Antoine Smith following Seymour to about the 2.
No.
Clock continues to move. 3:20 to play here in the 4th.
You know, on that 3rd and 9, I thought the Carolina Panthers would play it safe. In other words, make them throw it short if you can. So if you'd have played it safe, David Gibbons would have been double covered to the outside. But you do what you are. And especially when it comes down to making a tough decision, they believe in pressuring the other team. They went with it, and they lost.
Brady looking to throw it. Touchdown. Mike Vrabel.
What a job by Tom Brady. They cover his 1st and 2nd And there comes Mike Vrabel, his third receiver from the other side.
Vrabel coming across. Two Panthers bumped into each other, and Vrabel was able to break free.
That was just, that's a Charlie Weiss, yeah, be excited. Really a well-called and well-executed drive by the New England Patriots.
This isn't new for Mike Vrabel. He caught a touchdown pass last season against the San Diego Chargers.
How many interchangeable players do the Patriots have? Mike Vrabel is an outside linebacker, big enough to almost be a defensive end. Good enough and athletic enough to come over and play tight end when he needs to. Richard Seymour, defensive lineman. He's playing a little fullback. We've seen Dan Klecko, another defensive lineman, play fullback, tight end.
And Vrabel, most likely, will be right in there on the kickoff team when they kick it away.
Smart player, aspires to be a coach someday. Graduated from Ohio State, and he says, yeah, I just hope one day they'll take me back there to be an assistant coach. I said, you know, I think your chances are pretty good.
So now Brady and the Patriots go for two. Falk with the direct snap. Got the two-point conversion.
You have special plays for times just like that.
Kevin Falk, a steady contributor to this New England team, but registers the first points for him this season.
Wow. Well said. The 260 horsepower SRX V6 performance utility. Cadillac. Breakthrough.
Tonight, after the Super Bowl, they're the best of the best. 18 former survivors compete in the ultimate showdown. Don't miss the premiere of Survivor All-Stars tonight. After the game, that's here on CBS. 2:51 to play in the fourth quarter. Patriots lead at 29-22. Kevin Falk had not scored a single point this season, this postseason, until that two-point conversion. Steve Smith is deep for the kick from Vinatieri. Right at the goal line. Gets a block, turns it outside. 30, penalty marker is down as he's out of bounds, right across the 37-yard line, and we get another flag. We have two markers on the field. Patriots are saying this is going to go against Carolina. Here's Ed Hockley.
There was no foul on the hit out of bounds. The player was just off balance. So there was no foul over here. However, there was holding by the receiving team, number 57, on the return. That's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Carolina keeps the ball, first down.
Greg, let's go back and look at the touchdown by Mike Vrabel. He's on the backside. Tom Brady looks across the field, nobody open. The defender runs into Julius Peppers, and then Tom Brady, nice fake, and they quick snap. They quick snap Carolina's defense, and they're not ready for this play.
So now the Panthers go to work from their own 19-yard line. Carolina 12 penalties for 73 yards in this game. DeLone flips it to Foster. Foster 25 and slips down at the 29-yard line. Players continue to have trouble with the footing. Game-winning or game-tying drives in the fourth quarter or overtime this season, engineered by Jake DeLone. across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Plenty of time. We still have all 3 timeouts. He wants to get one more in before the 2-minute warning.
He's going to have to hurry.
Don't waste it, though.
Snap is away. Delhomme throwing this side, has his man, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line is Muhsin Muhammad. 19 yards and a first down, and with that, we reach the 2-minute warning. 1:56 remaining in the Super Bowl. Carolina driving for what would be a tying touchdown. We'll be back.
Gentlemen, I just love the booty.
He's the ultimate con man. Planning the ultimate con. But he never planned on his landlady. Professor!
Oh, dear.
Tom Hanks.
The old woman has complicated the situation.
On March 26th, the mastermind.
I can't do it. She remind me of my mama.
Meets his match.
Damn. No hippity hop language in here.
The Lady Killers.
You ain't gonna hit.
All we knew about the AOL top speed technology is that it was supposed to make things go fast.
What do you think, Mike? Looks good.
Don't forget when he hits that ramp, it's going to be... I tried to tell Paulie that it wasn't a good idea, but as usual, it never matters.
All right, punch it!
Turns out AOL top speed technology is for the internet.
That would have been good to know beforehand.
Supercharge your internet. Get AOL 9.0 with top speed technology. Go to AOL.com.
Nothing sounds better than pizza and Pepsi. It's the cola.
In this city, the action is hotter. The people are sexier. And the crimes are wilder than anything you've ever seen.
The eyes are glued shut. You get a sick one.
Duty calls.
CSI Miami, CBS Monday.
Just a reminder, coming up on the Cadillac Super Bowl Today post-game show, Jim, Dan, Dion, and Boomer have the presentations of the Vince Lombardi Trophy and the Pete Rozelle MVP Award, and interviews with the winners and complete analysis of the game, all coming up on the Cadillac Super Bowl Today post-game show. They're working on Rodney Harrison's right arm on the sideline. 45-yard line, first down, Carolina in New England territory. Delhomme up the seam, got his man Ricky Prohl inside the 15-yard line, and a first down. Sean Mayer, number 39, with the stop after a 30-yard pickup. And we get a timeout on the field. The Panthers take timeout. That's the first one used here in the second half.
Rodney Harrison is out of the game. You bring in another defensive back. New England plays it safe. So when you play it safe, sometimes somebody gets out of position, and that's what happens to him on that play. John Mayer gets pushed too far to the outside, and that allows Ricky Prohl to go right up the inside seam for a big catch. Another terrific catch by the Carolina receiver.
Now, we talk about interchangeable parts on these New England Patriots, but the Panthers are well aware. Jake Delhomme said Ty Law and Rodney Harrison are the cornerstones of that defense.
Yeah, stay away from him. He's done a good job. But, you know, also, too, you saw that Jake Delhomme did a play-action fake. It's not that they're really trying to fool the defense. It just gives the quarterback rhythm to throw the football, and he throws it really well when he does those little fakes.
We're told that Rodney Harrison will probably return just inside the 15-yard line. Delhomme throwing for the end zone. Incomplete. Intended for Muhammad. It'll be 2nd and 10. There's never been an overtime in the Super Bowl. You look at the numbers for the quarterbacks here tonight.
Well, that's really, that's in for Jake Delhomme. What a rough start and what a comeback. Yards per completions, I can't even figure it up. It's a lot. Over 20.
2nd and 10. Empty backfield behind DeLone. All kinds of time. Throws out to the side, and that is complete to Chris Mangum. And Mangum's forward progress will be marked at about the 12. Not much of a gain there. It'll be 3rd and 8, and Rodney Harrison being helped away from the field.
The New England Patriots rushed 2 defenders on the last play. 9 back in coverage.
Big blitz, throwing to the end zone, touchdown!
You're talking about playing unbelievably fantastic under pressure. Jake DeLone has done that today. Under pressure that time, it's a blitz, but he knew exactly where he wanted to go, and he made a perfectly timed throw to get the touchdown. Boy, what a job by Jake DeLone all day long, staying cool when it started rough.
Casey's kick is good. This game is tied. 2 years ago, as a member of the Rams, Ricky Prohl tied the Super Bowl with 1.5 minutes remaining.
Oh, the New England Patriots completely blow the coverage.
And it costs them, at least right now, it's a 29-29 tie.
The pressure's on. Here's the situation. You've got 2 children. College tuition is in sight. Retirement is breathing down your neck. Now let's get it.
This game's about over, but your life isn't. Who do you go to in the clutch? Over 40 million customers go to the AIG companies when their money is on the line. The clock's ticking. Insurance, loans, retirement. AIG. We know money.
Jake DeLone, Ricky Prohl celebrating on the far sideline. It is ironic. 2 years ago, Prohl tied the game for the Rams, scoring a touchdown with 1.5 minutes to play.
Greg, Rodney Harrison being out, the New England Patriots were so confused and unorganized on that last play that caused them to give up the easy touchdown throw.
Casey's kick. Way off to the side.
Before we talk about that kick, let's look at the touchdown throw. Here comes the blitzers.
First down.
Watch Ty Law up top. He's expecting somebody behind him to help him. He lets the receiver go. Easy touchdown.
Well, Casey picked the wrong time to come up with a kick that goes out of bounds, because the Patriots are now set up at their own 40-yard line, all 3 timeouts, and 68 seconds on the clock to get Adam Vinatieri into field goal range.
Here comes the blitz.
Straight drop for Brady. Throwing outside, incomplete. He missed Deion Branch. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1:04 to play.
It's really easy for Tom Brady to tell when they're going to blitz. All he has to do is walk up to the line of scrimmage, and he's been taught by Charlie Weiss and the coaches, if there's a man over the center, if there's a big defensive lineman over each guard, then the Carolina Panthers are going to blitz. It's the old Buddy Ryan defense that he ran in Chicago and Philadelphia. Easy for a quarterback to recognize.
Comes the blitz. Pass this side. Troy Brown with the catch. Midfield, still on his feet. Forward progress will be marked to about the 47-yard line. Clock continues to move. 50 seconds, and now stopped at 51 seconds. Patriots use a timeout. That is their first. Adam Vinatieri has had some monumental kicks in the postseason. AFC divisional playoffs in the Snow Bowl against Oakland. The 45-yarder tied the game at 13. The 23-yarder in overtime gave the Patriots the win. And then against St. Louis in Super Bowl 36, the 48-yarder as time ran out to give the Patriots the title. And last week against Tennessee, 46 yards with a little over 4 minutes left in the cold, gave the Patriots the 17-14 win. It has not been his night here so far. And there is where you want to go if you're the Patriots to give Adam Vinatieri a shot at a 48-yarder. Brady throwing, back shoulder, got his man inside the 30, penalty marker flies. Troy Brown made the catch. And this one's going to go back.
You saw the official run into Ed Hockley, Greg. That immediately tells you it's against the offense.
Pass interference, offense, number 80. It was a push-off. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Terry Cousin on the coverage. Troy Brown going up the seam. They know it's a blitz. He extends that arm, and that's a good call. When you stick your arm and it gets all the way out, and you saw Cousin, it stopped him just enough. And we see it called all the time with defensive backs against wide receivers. The same hold for the offense. They can't do it either. 1st and 20 now. Brady rolling to his left, looking, throws over the middle. What a catch at the 45-yard line. Troy Brown comes back and makes a terrific catch. 30 seconds to play. Like you said it early, tight game. They just don't let Tom Brady do it. Brady throws, hits his man Daniel Graham to the 40. And we get a whistle and a timeout. You know, now you and I both know Jeff Probst. And I can tell you, he's probably getting a little antsy right now, but he's just going to have to wait until we're done here. And who would he be? He's the man who runs Survivor, and tonight after the Super Bowl, they are the best of the best. 18 former survivors compete in the Ultimate Showdown. Don't miss the premiere of Survivor All-Stars with Jeff Probst tonight after the game. Let me say this about this game. If I'm the Carolina Panthers, I do not try to blitz because the wide receivers for New England, they're hot. Tom Brady is in tremendous rhythm. Don't give him a chance to make the play. Sit back. If he completes it, make it be short, and make Adam Vinatieri come out here and kick a long field goal, a really long field goal to win the game. Boy, you have to wonder, is it in the cards again for Adam Vinatieri, who has not had a sterling night here tonight? He's missed a 31-yard field goal. He's had a 36-yard attempt blocked. Brady looking at a 3rd and 3. Has his man inside the 25-yard line. Deion Branch made the catch, and timeout is called with 8 seconds on the clock. New England gets this right. They were expecting Carolina to play coverage. Here's what happens. He goes down here. The corner stays up, and they throw it in front of the safety. Good job, good read by Tom Brady. Look at the gap in between the safety and the defensive corner up down at the bottom of the screen, and Tom Brady makes the perfect throw. Deion Branch, 10 catches, 143 yards and a touchdown, and there is the man, Adam Vinatieri, in his 8th season out of South Dakota State. He kicked the game-winning field goal here in Houston back on the 23rd of November. He kicked the game winner in the Super Bowl 2 years ago to defeat the Rams. 41 yards.
Ken Walter will hold. And we get a timeout. The Panthers use their second timeout. Carolina has one remaining. Here's what Vinatieri has been up against here today. Early on, from 31 yards out, he got it away, but he pushed it to the right. And then from 36 yards out, Shane Burton got his hand up, got a hand on it. And Vinatieri stands in at 0 for 2. And you know what? Those don't matter.
Well, that's right. And I tell you what, one of the toughest jobs in football, I think, is always the place kicker. Because if you, the team, the fans, everybody expects you to make them all. And when it comes to big moments like this, there just cannot be any more pressure on a football player.
How about that notation? The only misses Adam Vinatieri has had in his career indoors are all here at Reliant Stadium. The Patriots looking for a second Super Bowl title in 3 years from 41 yards. Looks good.
Pressure drive by the New England Patriots.
Perfect spot by Walter. The perfect kick by Vinatieri. The perfect kick on the kickoff is not what Carolina got from John Casey, which gave New England terrific field position to start this drive. Meanwhile, for number 4, there just isn't a better time for him than the final moments of a Super Bowl, is there? A stoic Tom Brady. And a sober Jake Delhomme. 4 seconds on the clock. Bill Belichick says we'll take that, and now we've got 4 seconds to deal with.
Thinking about the next play. What do we do on the kickoff right away? Don't celebrate yet because it's not over.
Rod Smart and Steve Smith are deep. Vinatieri kicks it deep. From the 1-yard line, it's Rod Smart. The 20. Runs out of room, and the Panthers run out of time. The New England Patriots claim their second Super Bowl championship in 3 years. We have talked about it in this era of free agency and player movement. That's as close to a dynasty as you're ever going to find.
Well, it is, Greg. 15 games in a row. Such a tremendous job by the Patriots in so many pressure situations. But what's going to be talked about, and I know there was a lot of plays that happened after it, but John Fox going for 2 points changed the game around, and it might have been the difference in the outcome.
For Phil Simms and Armin Katayan and Bonnie Bernstein, Greg Gumbel saying so long for now from the Super Bowl 38 in Houston. The Patriots are winners. Stay tuned. The Cadillac Post-Game Show coming up next after this.
Manatee by Georget. Manatee.
Some of you may have gotten the wrong idea about Subway.
Hey, it's okay. I had Subway.
No. What we meant was, if you eat a good low-fat diet of Subway, it's okay to occasionally eat bad, not be bad.
Oh.
So you, Kelly in Memphis, stop spilling on bad tippers. And you, Lori and Mike, stop trying to bring back fan art. And Lance, stop using puppies to meet girls. No, not that either.
Welcome back to Reliance Stadium in Houston and to the Cadillac postgame show. Greg Gumbel along with Phil Simms. First and foremost, can we not hear any more about how there are going to be no big-name stars in this game, and therefore it's going to be a horrible football game? It was a terrific NFL championship game.
Well, we're going to hear about one big name, and that's Tom Brady. You gotta tip your hat to him. Throws an interception that could have been the difference, could have cost the New England Patriots the game, but then he puts together drives, pressure throws, getting hit, not sacked in the postseason. Just a tremendous job by Tom Brady, and let's don't forget, his offensive line was outstanding.
On the other side of the field, it took the Carolina Panthers a little time to find their way. Once they found it, they were every bit in contention in this game down to the end.
Well, we don't have to hear any more of those questions about them either. Jake Delhomme played so well under pressure, made the big throws, what he'd been doing all year long, but he just ran in a team that's a team of destiny. The New England Patriots, they know how to win those close games. They never panic. As Tom Brady said a couple weeks ago to us, we just persevere because we apply pressure for the whole game, and they did it again today.
2 titles in 3 years. Congratulations, New England Patriots. Reminder, still to come, programming note here on CBS coming up. They're the best of the best. 18 former survivors compete in the Ultimate Showdown. Don't miss the premiere of Survivor All-Stars next. We have trophies to give away down on the field. It'll be the Vince Lombardi Trophy and the Pete Rozelle MVP Trophy. Jim Nantz will be back with that and more when we continue from Houston after this.
It's Super Pack, the official championship cap and t-shirt worn by players and coaches during the post-game celebration, and the official Super Bowl 38 DVD capturing all the thrilling championship moments. Call 1-877-NFL-SHOP and own a piece of Patriots history. Get the official hat, t-shirt, and DVD for only $69.99. Call 1-877-NFL-SHOP or go to superbowl.com now.
Remind you, coming up, they're the best of the best. 18 former survivors competing in the Ultimate Showdown. Don't miss the premiere of Survivor All-Stars. That's coming up next. Welcome back to Houston and to the post-game show, Cadillac post-game show, for a presentation and honors down to center field. And Jim Nantz. Jim.
All right. Hello, Houston. What a week. You did a fantastic job. And you have just witnessed what I believe is the greatest Super Bowl game in history. The New England Patriots are the Super Bowl champions. And I'm here with Commissioner Paul Tagliabue for the presentation of the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
Today, 2 classy organizations, the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers, thrilled America with a tremendous Super Bowl game. To Bob Kraft, to you and your family, to Coach Belichick and all of your players, congratulations on your 2nd Super Bowl victory in 3 years, 15 wins in a row. It's hard to top that. Here's the Vince Lombardi Trophy number 2.
Wow. Fans of New England, we waited 42 years for our first championship. We waited 2 years for the second. The 17 players, 53 players, 17 coaches, and the head coach, the heart and soul of our team, showed us what the concept of teamwork is about. And then when that's combined with perseverance and commitment, great things happen. League-high injuries were overcome, and we won 15 games in a row. Because of the concept of team. In today's era, people celebrate individuals and individual accomplishments. But my family and I are proud of this man, Coach Belichick, who instilled the values of power of team. And because of that today, we have seen a true team and a true champion.
Congratulations, Mr. Kraft. Why don't you hand that trophy over there to Coach Belichick? did your team do this today? Tell me about that last drive.
Well, you know, it was a great team effort again. You know, we've done it 15 weeks in a row, and I'm really fortunate. I have a great owner, and I've got a lot of great players, and they made a lot of great plays today. You know, this team's met all comers this year, 15 straight, and there have been some heart attacks, but they've come out on top. They deserve all the credit in the world. These guys are champions.
You're an unbelievable coach. Congratulations, another Super Bowl title for Bill Belichick. And Mr. Kraft, we have over here the Super Bowl MVP. Once again, it's Tom Brady. If you can look right over there, Tom, I know this never gets old. You win a choice of Cadillacs. The Cadillac XLR Roadster is here. I'd call it a breakthrough performance like Cadillac calls it, but you've done this before. Tell me about this courageous effort today by the Patriots.
Well, I think you give a lot of credit to Carolina. That's the toughest team as we played all season, and the heart of the guys you see in front of me here, the heart of the coaching staff and the organization, I'm just so proud to be the quarterback. And none of it would be possible without these guys and all the fans we got back in Boston. Careful on that city. Don't tear that thing down tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. We want to see you out there Tuesday for the parade, all right?
Hey.
World champ, baby.
Hey, some precious metal for you, your keys. You'll get the Roselle Trophy tomorrow. I know instead of going to one of America's favorite amusement parks, you're also going instead to Pebble Beach this week.
Yeah, well, I look forward to get there. So I'm going to pass this thing on.
Bring it on over here. Bring it over here to Adam Vinatieri, who's done it again with a game-winning field goal at the Super Bowl. This one today, I mean, the depths you had to reach within because of a couple of earlier mishaps, missed field goals. Tell me the mindset there on the winning field goal.
I tell you what, the guys fought hard all game long, and just seemed fitting that they fought so hard that they should come down with the win. So it was just very fortunate, and it was a great opportunity, and I just was very happy that I looked up and it was going down the middle.
It's nice of you to hands it off down here to Teddy Washington. And you said most players don't ever get a chance to do what you've done once. Now you've done it twice in your lifetime. Incredible.
I've been so fortunate, very lucky to be on such a great team. These guys played hard all season long, put 15 wins together, and we're holding the trophy today.
There you go. Congratulations. Mike Vrabel, ladies and gentlemen, had a couple of sacks, a forced fumble, and a touchdown. The first defensive player to line up on offense and score a touchdown since the Fridge back in 1986. What a day, and you're here to celebrate with your son, Tyler.
Yeah, we got Tyler here, but this is incredible. I mean, this is a long way away from them days in Pittsburgh where I was just covering kicks, but everybody loves these guys like a family. That's why we're a family right now. This is it. That's why we're here.
You guys have proven family always wins, so does teamwork. Congratulations. The New England Patriots, they'll all touch the Vince Lombardi Trophy. They've won it again for the second time in 3 years. And we'll continue on CBS from the great city of Houston in just a moment. Folks, welcome back to the Cadillac Super Bowl today. Post-game show reminder coming up next on CBS, the premiere of Survivor All-Stars. Just a few minutes away. And again, back here on the Cadillac post-game show, the Houston Chronicle. They say it, Patriots win. They even got Brady, the MVP, on the cover there. And guys, your thoughts on this
terrific game, you know, incredible game. And you look at the quarterback play on both sides of the ball. Tom Brady, second Super Bowl in 3 years. You got to take your hats off to that offensive line. No sacks on him. He stood in here, got hit a lot, under pressure, made great throws that whole time. It's a shame. Jake Delhomme played good enough to win the Super Bowl, and he didn't. Both teams played fantastic.
Brady bounced back well after the interception, and tell you what Delhomme did against that Patriots defense was unbelievable. Deion Branch on the other end, 10 receptions, 143 yards. But you got to tip your hat to the Carolina Panthers. They occupied the ball almost 18 minutes less than New England, and they still was in this game. And I feel bad for John Casey with the kickoff going out of bounds. That was the determining factor of this game.
I mean, he got an XLR for crying out loud. I mean, MVP's getting cars. That's unbelievable. But how about this, though, for a second, guys? The legend of Tom Brady continues to grow. But I think John Fox is
going to be questioned a couple times why he went for 2 so early in the fourth quarter, because I think that ultimately, probably, even though they lost by a field goal, changed the way the game was played. And I think you don't chase points if you don't have to. But Tom Brady, the legend, Jake Delhomme, the new legend in waiting. Yes. Carolina Panthers will be back to be very competitive next year.
He's only 26. He's got 2 MVPs, 2 Super Bowl titles. Could be in the midst of one of the great eras in the history of the game. Let's go to Bonnie Bernstein.
John Fox, for as hard fought as this game was on both sides of the ball for you, how tough is this loss to swallow?
Well, they're all tough. This one in particular, because it's such a big stage, and I know it meant so much to our organization, our football team, and our coaching staff, and to come up short obviously is disappointing. But I'm very, very proud of our football team.
You always talk about the philosophy of your team. It's important to run the ball and stop the run. Now, the Foster touchdown aside, ironically, why was it that you struggled in those 2 areas?
Well, I think, basically what they gave us. I know our offense was able to throw the ball fairly effectively, especially in the second half, because of what they were doing defensively. And really, defensively, we were struggling to stop the pass, and then we had to commit more people to the pass defense, and they were able to run the ball.
Everybody said after watching the NFC Championship, and Jake Delhomme only had to throw 14 times, that the run was what this offense was all about. But on a day that the run wasn't working, how important was Jake's ability to throw the ball?
Well, I thought he kept us in the game. They kept battling back, and unfortunately they got the ball last. And I think if we'd had a little more time ahead at another time, it might have been different.
1-15, the turnaround the last 2 years, win or loss today. How much of a testament is that to your staff and your players that you've been able to make that much of a jump?
Well, I think it's huge. And, as I told them even before the game, I was going to be very, very proud of them no matter what happened. And even after this game, I was proud of their efforts. And it's been a lot of hard work by them, and they deserve where they are.
John, congratulations on a great season. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
All right, thank you, Bonnie. It was a phenomenal season. They battled back all day long today. The season is not over for 4 Panthers, 3 Patriots. They'll join the rest of the best in the AFC and NFC in Honolulu for next Sunday night's NFL Pro Bowl. And listen, Dion Boomer, it's been a great time all season long. And to you, my man, we're going to miss you.
Got my man a new pair of shoes to walk into your new position. Thanks, well, man. Okay. Thanks.
All right. All the best to you. We wish you well down with the Dolphins. So our congratulations to New England owner Robert Kraft, head coach Bill Belichick. 2 years ago, they won the Super Bowl. They said they were a team of destiny back then, but now they've won again. They've got a young team. Perhaps now they're a team that's a team of dynasty on the way. Jim Nantz and the entire crew saying so long from Houston, with the Patriots are the Super Bowl champions.